In this video, I'll show you how to edit an attribute table, and which is a useful technique. Many times, it's in many different ways. It's important to be able to add information to an attribute table to have more attached information for every feature in a shapefile. In this particular case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a new field in the attribute table that points to an image. And what that'll do is it points to an image stored on Google Drive, and what that'll do is it'll make the possibility of being able to point to, by clicking using the identify tool or opening the attribute table, make a user able to see a photograph or a picture or an image that is associated with that particular feature. First thing we need to do is to go into the attribute table and create a new field, an empty one, and that's done by going to this button here in the upper left and asking for add field. And it's going to be text because it's going to be some sort of a web address, and I'll call it picture, and we'll leave it at 50 characters. Maybe we should make it 75 just in case we end up with a very long web address at some point, and say OK. And now what needs to be done to, and you'll notice an important thing, I did not turn on the standard ArcGIS editor to do that. Creating a new attribute in the attribute table is done outside of the editor. In fact, the editor can't be on. Now, in order to add anything to any values to this new attribute field, we do have to turn on the editor, and it's this pencil and 4 dots icon here. Opening the editor toolbar, say editor, and start editing, and now it's available to type in or to enter anything into this field. So where do I get something from this field? I do have some images here stored in Google Photos. Well, it's part of Google Drive, and there's some miscellaneous photos. I'm just going to use them for an example. And let's say that we like the map of the superstorm of 1993. All I have to do is right-click on this and say Get Shareable Link, and sharing can be undone. And now we just ask for that link, and we're going to copy that link, and we're going to put it into this attribute, this position in the attribute table. So now, for whatever purpose, I've associated a Wikipedia entry for wetland, a web link with wetland, and I've also put a random photo there as well. So now I say editor. I can say stop editing, which I need to do, and save my edits. And this should be all ready to access that particular image. So if I double click on this, actually that would be in ArcGIS Online. If I use the identify tool, I now see that I have an extra lightning bolt, which means another hot link right there, and I can click on that hot link and it will bring me to a picture. So this is just another way to do what's called hyperlinking to a particular image. So that completes the editing of a file in order to create additional links or attributes. So one very useful strategy to this is to now use this shapefile in some sort of a public-facing or web-based application, so that anybody who uses it double clicks on any of the features and has access to even more links.